Welcome back, YouTube. This is a Baylor Mage. We're updating our Flame Reave character with the most recent changes that have gone on. It was hit by a few nerfs, but honestly it deserved it, and it's just made me, let's say, a little more creative. First of all, we lost some of our ward retention and generation from teleport, a pretty decent amount of it. So, with the low life chest, I've decided to spec like this now, which brings me out to here. Now, I've done this with the Nova things for one reason and one reason only, and that's because it looks and sounds cool when I teleport. Really enjoying that. Just looks and sounds cool. There's no reason to go out there. It doesn't benefit the build in any way. You should probably put all 3 points in here. And if you're not low life, you must put all 3 points in here. Doesn't matter what you do with the extra point in one of these or in one of the elemental ones. I've literally only picked it up because it looks cool. That's the only reason for that. So all the ward stuff down the bottom and the elemental affinity note. Those are the important ones. Now, we've changed up here a little bit, and if I could respec slightly 1 point at a time, I would slightly change what I've got going on right now. So we've now only got 4 points to spend in Fireball that are only 10% chance each instead of 15. That's fine. We went with it. But you will see I came down this way and into that with 1 point, and now I'm wishing I didn't. It would have been better to go up here and get 2% crit, just because it would have been. Crit is nice. Also, now that I've been playing with it, I think it would be worth dropping one of these points right here and putting one more point into the mana efficiency. It reduces the speed a little bit, but honestly, we've got so much clear. I feel like we can afford to lose 1 point, and gaining mana, a little bit extra mana efficiency would be really, really good. So, what have we done about our mana now? Because you'll notice that I've kept this one, and that's it, and my other two are mana generators. So we'll go through this one first. Again, if I could respec 1 point, I counted slightly wrong. I should have only had 2 points here in the block protection, and I should have had 2 points here. But I counted wrong as I was leveling it, and now I don't want to re-level the ability. So we've got our Ice Ward, we've got Ward Retention, we've got Ward Regen. We didn't bother with Armor. We've come out and we've got Block now. We should have 2 points in this for more block, 2 points in that for a travel, and 2 points here for Ward on block. So that's how that works. We've gone with Block now because we've also changed our, which button is it? That button. We've also changed to a weapon and shield, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're doing skills first. Next up, I've gone and put Innovate on my bar. Grants 50 ward, irrelevant. That's an irrelevant amount. 100% increased mana efficiency for 5 seconds, can be cast instantly. I am basically using this on cooldown as I go through a map. If you notice, I won't use it. Flame Reave goes through the mana pretty quickly, but if I do use it, I get a lot more out of that. I get a lot more out of it. So we're using that continuously whenever it's on cooldown or off cooldown. Then we've gone and picked up Focus. So we've gone through what we need to get up here. Focus now has a cooldown. If cast while at negative mana, instantly gain mana equal to 25% of your maximum mana, another 25% there, and then some cooldown recovery speed on it. Then we've come out this way and got when you finish channeling, irrelevant, again, irrelevant, but this one important. It was those other two were just travel nodes, is when you finish channeling, you gain ward equal to 50% of your mana gained. So, when we're around mapping or bossing or whatever, we using Innovate to make this last longer, but when we get down here eventually, which we will, bam, that's quick to get back up. So now, between traveling between packs and using Innovate, I don't end up having to use Focus very often at all, but if I'm on a long enough boss fight, that I need to, then we've got that. Right, next we'll go with gear. I have dropped both of the previous dodge pieces I was using here. I have also dropped the two-hander in favor of this one-hander that's just a fast attack that has 100% chance to ignite, and we have gained a buttload more ignite chance by putting on the Calamity helmet. We can very, very, very easily counter the tiny amount of damage that comes from it. There is also a unique relic, which I have not found or got yet, which is why I haven't bothered to craft a good relic yet, because there's a unique relic that has 150% chance to ignite on it. Can't remember its name, but if you've got that, it will be golden. We've gone block chance as much as we can get, and we've gone chance to receive glancing blow. So the reasons we've done this: 57% of things that we block, we're hoping to up that number. I think I worked out I could get about 65 being correctly spec'd and with the right shield, and block protection, so those are good. And glancing blow, which is really strong right now, only receive glancing blows do half damage, just straight up half damage. Spells, hits, any element, necrotic, poison, doesn't matter, straight up half damage. So those two things are now our extra layers of defense. We now get a much faster attack speed, extra layers of defense, extra mana efficiency, 2 mana generators, and it now works like a treat. We have more than made up for the defense we've lost, and I do feel like we're a little bit lower on damage than we were, but where we were was absolutely disgusting, and where we are now is still really good. So I will just show you a pack or two instead of a whole map, just so you can see what's going on. Still pretty much looks the same. Single target definitely took a hit with only the 40% chance, but really not that important. Like, single target took a hit, but it was really over the top, and now it's just really good still, but not as over the top. The nerfs really didn't hurt it as much as everyone was worried about. It's just, everything's fine. Let's teleport straight to the end and see if is there a boss here? Cleanse the Void Forge. No, there isn't. It's just a forge, damn. As you can see, in an extended fight, we will eventually run out of mana despite using Innovate, although it does help. When you run out of mana, already full. That focus on cooldown is fantastic. We are definitely still doing quite fine. A little bit more of a balancing act now to use your mana cooldowns, but everything works fine. Alright, that is it for the update to that. Hope everyone enjoys it, and we will be doing a guide for the Paladin next, probably tomorrow. So if you're interested in seeing that one, follow, subscribe, like, do all the things YouTube people tell you to do. They're really useful. And I will see everybody later. Give me a key.